We signed about FightHype.com. We're Abner Mares. Abner, first of all, big win, man. Champ again. Has it sunk in? How do you feel about the whole situation?
Thank you, brother. I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the performance, with the win, with everything overall. You know, it was a slow year. You know, being that I only fought once last year. I could have fought a little bit more, but you know, circumstances, certain issues happen. But nevertheless, you know, I think we finished off the year with a really good win against a really good opponent, and not just the win, the way we won. You know, the way we came back. You know, with Robert Garcia, as I mentioned, I said I was going to come different. I was going to show a different Abner, a different side, and I think I demonstrated that. You know, different boxing abilities.
How much did that change help you, not just in your fighting, but just overall in everything, in training and everything?
Just everything. I mean, I think it was. I mean, I explained it, but it was self-explanatory. The way I just boxed, you know, the way I did things. I could have made the fight a little bit more difficult for myself. You know, making it a brawl, making maybe more of a exciting fight. But at the end of the day, I think
it was still exciting.
Yeah. But I mean, I could have given him the advantage of you know, connecting a little bit more and maybe risking a knockdown or something, because the guy definitely, you know, carries the punch. But I'm really happy with the team I have, with Robert Garcia, who obviously has Mikey Garcia fighting in this card, and I'm just happy to be in a great team.
So what's next for Abner? There's a fight here happening tomorrow. A lot of people think maybe you and the winner might do that. There's other champions in the division. What do you want to do next? There's
actually 2 fights that I'm interested in, and I'm going to be watching. One of them, you know, the first one, Selby Lee, or Lee Selby.
Yeah, Lee Selby, yep.
The winner of that fight, you know, obviously he's the champion IBF. I do definitely, my next fight, I want to unify it either with him or the winner of Leo Santa Cruz-Frampton. So those fights look and they sound interesting. Obviously, there's talks about the Oscar Valdez possible fight, but as we know, he's with Top Rank. I know they've been working together a few fights. Mr. Al and him, so that's another fight that interests me. I think he has something planned for March, April, if I'm not mistaken. So either of those guys. I mean, what I'm trying to say, any top dog out there, you know, I'm ready for.
This fight here, Frampton Santa Cruz. How do you see it? Break it down for me.
You know what? I don't see Leo doing any different, other than maybe throwing a little bit more, being more concentrated. Obviously, with the circumstances that he had, you know, his dad being sick and all, he might have trained maybe harder. But I don't see him changing much. Maybe he could change as far as try to use his reach, as he said. But I see Frampton still taking this fight.
Is it just a bad style matchup for him?
Hey, Abner, how are you? Great to see you.
What's the champ doing this morning?
I'm good. Just getting in, actually. Doing good.
Abner, if you fight the winner of this fight, what happens?
If I fight the winner of this fight, I think it'll be if it's Leo, I think it'll be a different type of fight as the first. I think I showed a different side of me, as a fighter, in my last fight, and I think it'll be great. It's just Leo Mares 2. Imagine that. Imagine the first one. Just be so exciting. Just give you more than the first one.
Do you think that perhaps you might be pulling for Leo to win this fight because it'll set things up better for you?
Of course. I think Leo winning makes the fight more interesting. Obviously, because he will become world champion once again, and I will get the chance of fighting him and making my rematch. But nevertheless, Frampton is a great champion, and I think that a fight between Frampton and myself is not bad either.
They talk about Frampton and Selby. You know, that's the big fight in the UK anyway. Yeah. That's what they're looking for.
Yeah, that's a big fight for them, obviously, or even myself. I threw myself out there and I said, hey, I don't mind flying out there. I don't mind flying, you know, or fighting at, you know, someone's home. At the end of the day, it's fighting. I feel welcome either way, because I'm going to give them an exciting fight, so people respect that.
You know, after your last victory, that was huge, because people would have respected you. You were always a tremendous fighter, but with that victory, you kind of cemented yourself. You moved to another plateau. I mean, do you feel that way?
I definitely do. Because of the way I fought. I think I was smart about the way I fought and the way I chose my team. You know, now with being with Robert Garcia, great coach, great person, just took me to that different level that I've been wanting to go to. So just imagine a fight with Leo, with this mentality, with this talent, with this group now. It'll be totally different. I see myself winning. Frampton, you know, I called out anyone at this weight class because I feel that confident, and I think I showed it this last fight. And I'm here, man. People thought I was gone, I was done, and I think I proved them wrong. I think I proved a lot of people wrong, and if anything, I said I was in my second win. I'm in my prime right now. I'm in my moment. I feel strong. I feel capable of fighting any top dog out there.
Richard believed in you. Robert Garcia, probably your family, and that was it.
Yeah.
Everyone said Cuellar's too big, too strong. What is, first of all, working with Richard, how's that? And what do you say, how's your life changed? And now everybody's back on the Abner Mares bandwagon.
Right, it happens, part of the sport. But, you know, to answer your first question, Richard and myself, we are really good friends, you know. I've been knowing Richard since my first pro fight. I signed with him, literally with him. You know, no one else. He was the only man there that I signed with. And coming back, you know, as the Abner Mares that was done, to face, you know, to fight in his first card and becoming world champion in his first card, it just means everything to me. It was great. It was a victory for both of us. I think we both enjoyed it the same, and it's back. And like you said, there were only a few people that believed in me, and he was one of them. He said, "Abner, I'm here with you 100%." When my first defeat against Gonzalez, he went back there. He hugged me, said, "Champ, you know, nothing's." Asked me if my old manager or promoter went back there. No, but you know, those are old stories. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, I have a great team now. I have great people behind me, and you know, I'm only working harder.
If you have the option, I'm sorry, I'm taking all these questions, guys. If you have the option, if Leo Santa Cruz wins, to fight for the belt in LA, sell out Staples Center again, or go to Belfast and fight for the money, where do you go?
I think LA. I think it's
and I think the money will be in LA.
There you go. That answers your question too. So I think LA because it's just that good of a fight. You know, the first fight was just exciting, and the second one will be even more exciting because now with working with Robert and the type of person, the mentality I have, the experience I've been through, you know, everything is just gonna play out so well.
But you know, if let's say Frampton wins and let's say there's an opportunity to maybe a Lee Selby fight, I agree with you. We pack our bags, and if the money is bigger over there, we go over there. Because it's about you now, and it's about you taking the biggest fights, which will secure your family and whatever. That's what it's about. You. It's about Abner Mares.
And he's not just saying this because we have a camera in front of us. This is exactly what type of conversations we have. You know, there's no, hey, talk to this guy and he'll tell me. No. I talk to the man directly, and that's how it is, man. I have no problem flying over there. You know, people's like, oh, you're fighting in his home. Yeah, I mean, maybe his country or whatever, but when it comes to fight, you know, you're inside the ring. You know, nobody's home. It's both of you guys' home. You make it your house, you know, depending on how you fight. So, you know, I got no problem flying out there or wherever, facing anyone.
Abner, when you fought Cuellar, you had a moment over there where he called you over.
Yeah.
And you said no. Robert told me that he told you that in the tunnel. Tell me about that. He
did. Right before we went in, he's like, hey, Abner. He was nervous, obviously, because we knew the potential that Cuellar had, the hard punching, the strength. And he told me, Abner, just don't make the mistake. I know him. I know he's going to try to tout you, and he's going to say, hey, let's make this a fight. You be smart, champ. You be smart. You tell him, no, I'm smart. And it happened. I was fighting. The guy did this, and I'm like, wait a minute. Robert told me something. Oh yeah, no, I'm smart.
and then you dropped him. Describe that.
And I dropped him. And you know what? And I told Robert this, and he could tell you. And I'm telling you guys right now. I think I could have. I could finish him, or maybe ask a little bit more from myself, and try to finish the fight, and try to go for heavy punches. But I was comfortable, you know. I was like, no, why risk it? You know, I threw a little flurry there. I thought that they were gonna stop it. He ran. I was like, all right, it's 11th round. Let's just finish this fight. So I had no urge of knocking him out. I think I could have though, if I would have pressured myself. But I just thought I was fighting the perfect fight.
Abner, what do you think about Leo saying that he's gonna retire if he loses this fight?
I mean, I think that's just a way of him motivating himself. Come on, you see him retiring if he loses? No, come on, you can fight anyway. You can fight. I'll fight him even if he loses, you know, because it's that good of a fight. It's no problem. It doesn't make you the fighter you are if you lose. You know, it's just it's crazy, and I'm gonna call him out. It's not his fault, you know. But Floyd put that, you know, that you have to be undefeated to be the best. No, you can lose. How many champions didn't lose? You know what I'm saying? It just makes you that better of a fighter, you know. But all I'm saying is, if he loses, I'm willing to fight him. If Frampton decides to take another fight against Selby Lee and wants to make that big over there, I'll fight Leo, and we'll make our own fight over here in LA.
Is that a bad way to go into a fight with the mindset? If I'm not going to win this fight, I might retire.
I mean, yeah, it could be. I wouldn't pressure myself that much to say I'm going to retire it if I lose. But like I said, maybe he's using that as motivation. I know he was going through a lot of things. His last fight with his dad being sick and all, but now his dad is doing better. So let's hope we see the best of Leo this fight.